Hey guys, this is Greg with Medical Muscle. In this video, I want to talk about the most important exam that you really have in your medical school career, and that's step 2. I'm going to share with you guys what I did, what worked, what I thought was really effective, and what I would have changed to make my life easier. I had just under 4 weeks of dedicated step 2 study time. I knew this early. It was just the way my schedule was and getting my scores back on time. Knowing that, I started light review 3 months before. So nothing crazy. I was just doing mixed UWorld questions of old topics like psych, OB, peds, that kind of stuff. So I was fortunate to have medicine at the very end. It was my last rotation. While I was in my surgical rotation, that's just prior to medicine, and I started going over medicine material early, all through mixed blocks of UWorld. What I would have changed is, instead of doing UWorld for my review of old stuff, it would have been way better to do Anki. You can get through content a lot more efficiently, and it's quick. You can do it on your phone and just pump out some quick questions. Whereas UWorld, you kind of have to sit there and think about the question sometimes. Or if it's an old question, you can get it right just because you remembered the question, not that you fully understand the concept. But that's what I did, you know. I wish I had changed that, but that's what I did. So my last week of surgery, we had the option to do anesthesia, which was really nice because it was a really easygoing part of the rotation. And I took advantage of that and decided to do a self-assessment through UWorld just to get a baseline of where I was at. This might not be the best idea for everyone, but for me personally, I always want to know where I'm at as a baseline before I get into the hardcore. I do this because it's like, well, I passed this, months before. I can tell you that I was pretty happy with how I was performing, but I knew that I had a lot of weak points that I needed to touch up on. That's what I really like about self-assessments. You can see what your strengths are, your weaknesses are. Are you going to pass early? So I was going through my medicine rotation. I threw in a little bit of AMBOSS because I think AMBOSS is a good supplement in questions. And again, I was still doing mixed questions at that time. Now, for dedicated step 2 study time, I really ramped things up. I think it's important to set a minimum number of questions a day. I know that everybody has these big goals of hitting crazy high numbers, but I think it's really important to set up minimums. So my minimum was 3 blocks. So 120 questions minimum a day, minimum. Because, a block of questions, takes you maybe close to an hour. So that's 3 hours plus, reviewing each of them, which can take about a half hour each. So right there, that's 4.5 hours just dedicated to study. Okay. Now let's talk about NBMEs and how you're going to assess yourself. So I did an NBME about once a week to twice a week, somewhere around there. Some weeks I was just more efficient with my time. I could get 2 in, I could review them faster. NBMEs are a great self-assessment tool. If you're using them, you should see a gradual increase in your score. They're really good for pacing. I think they're about 3 hours long or just under that. That's good to kind of build up your endurance for the actual step 2 exam, which is very long, right? It's eight blocks of 1 hour sessions. I always took the NBMEs very seriously. I try to treat them like the actual exam so that I was getting an accurate score at the end. Things weren't inflated, like I wasn't taking a bunch of breaks or cheating in some way using my notes or something. Definitely don't do that. The only downside with NBMEs is that the stems are a little shorter than UWorld, but I was surprised when I got into the actual step 2 exam. I noticed that it was a mixture of UWorld and NBME style questions. So NBMEs are very good. One thing to note is doing NBMEs is really an all-day event. I think on your most productive day, you're gonna do a full NBME, and you may be able to review the whole thing that day, but it's pretty taxing. And I think you really have to be aware that you're not gonna be able to knock out UWorld questions or something on that same day, okay? They're pretty tough. And definitely make sure you review your answers. I reviewed all of them. Some people only review the wrong answers. I review all of them because just in case you got an answer right because you guessed. Okay, so here are some study tips that I did that I thought were really helpful. to get through the UWorld question blocks. It was really tough. So I had that minimum of 120 a day. And what I would do was, say I would wake up at about 9 o'clock. I usually slept in a little bit, so 9 o'clock. And before I would get up, before I did anything, I would put a blocking app on my computer and a blocking app on my phone so I couldn't access any addictive apps, any social media that I wanted to access. And then I would just start with a timed block of 40 questions. Like first thing when I'd wake up every morning, I was still in bed. I would wake up, roll over, open my laptop, block everything, and do a quick 40 block. It was a nice way to start the morning because then I felt like really productive. And then usually because I did one block, I would get up, maybe go to the bathroom, and then do one right after. And then maybe review both of them, okay? I found that really effective. I would also keep like a note tab open on my laptop of content that I felt like I needed to review again. So I'd have that open and I would look at maybe old Boards and Beyond videos or first aid, things like that to kind of help review stuff that I felt like I needed a little bit more help on. So what I'm going to tell you next is probably the most effective thing that helped push me the last 2 weeks. And I wish I had maybe started a little earlier. I met up with a buddy and we started doing questions together. I gotta say that was really smart, okay? Having someone else to push you is huge. No joke, last 2 weeks we were doing between 4 and 5 blocks of UWorld questions a day. 4 to 5 every single day, usually 5. So that's, up to 200 questions in one day. So how did we do that? So I would meet at his apartment at about 9:30. We'd go up in the lounge area where it was really nice, open, kind of like a cool place to study. And we would do the same question bank. So there's a way you can do that where if one person makes a question bank, a mixed block, then you get a code and the other person can type that code in. And you guys are both doing the exact same questions. So for me, I found that time blocks were the best because it's all about, being able to make a decision and make one quickly. Because in step 2, you're not going to be able to actually look at your answer right after. So you have to feel comfortable answering something and moving on. So we would do that block. And when we were both finished, we would immediately go into review of the content immediately while it was still fresh in our head. And I think that's another big point is if you're going to do time blocks, I think it's really effective to review immediately after because it makes the review much quicker. I found if I did it immediately after, it could be 10 to 15 minutes of review because I know why I answered something incorrectly or correctly because I know what I was thinking at that time. But if you wait 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, and go back, then you sometimes forget what you were thinking and why you answered it that way. So I found it effective to just jump right into review immediately after. Okay, so we would do a block of questions, review, then another block of questions, then review, then take a break. I think that's huge is to do, get all this in, push yourself for longer durations before you take these breaks. Definitely don't do social media. I think it's best just to wait at the very end, use it as a reward, get these blocks in all the way through and then take your big break, okay? And usually what we would do is go get lunch or do a workout or something and then get right back in, and we did 5 of these. It was a long day. I mean, each block could take you up to an hour, right? So that's 5 hours just in questions, not including the review time. And I'm gonna be honest, it was a little crazy. That might have been too much physically. I mean, getting closer to the actual exam, it made sense because we have to just you have to cram. You have to just see as much as you can. But you do need to know what is physically possible. I've seen people try to design step 2 dedicated study schedules where they're doing a crazy number, 300 questions a day or something like that. Totally not realistic. I think you need to have a minimum, for me, 120 was my minimum. Occasionally I would be under that. I mean, to be honest, But 5 blocks was definitely my limit. 200 questions, that was my absolute limit. It just takes too much out of you. It's just hard on your neck, it's hard on your eyes, it's hard on your back to be looking at a computer that long. So realistically, just think about being more consistent every day rather than trying to blow out these big, huge blocks. So how much time do you actually need to study for step 2 on dedicated? I think there's a lot of variation. I know people who did just over 2 weeks. They didn't do any UWorld. They just did all the NBMEs and did very well. So I saw some surveys on Reddit showing what the score was with how much time it took you to study for step 2. And what the trend kind of looked like was 2 to 4 weeks was like the ideal between that range, maybe like 2 to 6, but then over 6, the scores go down. I mean, the sample size, who knows? I mean, there maybe not be that statistically significant. And obviously better students are gonna need less time to study, who are probably gonna do better on the exam than someone who really struggled with the material. But I do think it's important to note that you are gonna burn out if you push yourself, because you do have to kind of cram at the end. You have to start forcing material into your head by just seeing a lot of stuff. And you can't do that for very long. Okay, you can't do it physically. You just can't look at a computer. You can't hold your head steady that long. I mean, my neck was killing me by the end of my dedicated study time. Also, after about 4 weeks, I think you start forgetting material that you learned in the first week. So, more time to study for step 2 dedicated does not mean that you're going to have a better score, okay, in reality, because you will start forgetting stuff from the beginning. So there's like this sweet spot. You need enough time to cover a lot of material and review it, but you can't have so much time that you start forgetting stuff that you learned in the beginning, and so much time that you start actually burning out really hard just before the exam starts, okay? So I think it's a good balance, and you have to be aware of that. I don't think it's important to completely finish every single UWorld question. It would be nice, right, if you can, but I don't think it's imperative. And I don't think it's imperative to finish every single NBME. I think it's good to just go through as much content as you can. Make sure that you're seeing an upward trend, okay? I think it's better to make sure that you're understanding why you're missing questions rather than trying to just get more questions in and keep getting the same type of question incorrect. So like the last day before step 2, I was just so burned out physically, mentally, that I didn't want to push it. I made sure to schedule my exam kind of late. I think it was like at 10 o'clock. So I got to sleep in quite a bit. Yeah, and that was a really effective thing, and it worked out. I mean, everything worked out. I got the score I wanted. And step 2 was just as brutal as you would think. It's very long, but yeah, I think everything worked out in the end. So just a recap of the things that I thought were helpful was doing an early self-assessment, doing self-assessments throughout your dedicated time, building up that endurance with timed blocks, but also reviewing immediately after, using Anki as a general review of older content when you're trying to do some light review early on. I think that was more effective than doing questions. Be realistic with how many questions you can do in a day. I feel like 5 blocks was my absolute max, and I could only do that for a short period because it is more important to get the questions right than to do more questions. You guys, that was my story. I hope that was helpful, and I wish you guys the best of luck in your step 2 studying.